Hello, good morning everybody. Well, it's morning right now. I don't know when this video get uploaded if it's still gonna be morning, but um, I'm gonna do some watering. I'm doing some watering, and then I'm gonna do some harvesting. Welcome back to Sun Soul and Shaka. My name is Shaka. I live in Georgia in Zone 8B, and this is my garden. So yeah, so today I'm just gonna do a little watering, and then I'm gonna do some harvesting. I picked a ton of peppers yesterday, but I still have a ton to pick. And I just thought that I would bring y'all along. So yeah, so here we go. That right there is my 2 stalks of corn. But you know what? It's all good. I'm grateful for it because that could have been gone with the rest. So um, next year I just know better. You know, I really didn't plant a ton to begin with. I planted some over here in this corner, and I had a few more here. But yeah, the critters got them. You have to plant larger numbers, but I have lots of space, but I put my garden in a very limited space just for different reasons. So I didn't have a whole lot of space to put a lot of corn. But yeah, these are the 2 stalks that I'm left with, and I hand pollinated them. I believe I got all of them, but I have to go up there and check because I feel like more ears are coming on this corn. Like this one here has one, two, three, four. It already had like 4 ears on it, and I feel like there's another small one coming down at the bottom, and then this one here initially had 2, and now it has 4 on it. So I'm like, okay, I thought corn usually had maybe 2 ears apiece, but hey, if this corn comes with multiple ears, I'll take it. And I think it's supposed to be a smaller variety of corn too, so maybe that's why. It's called Japanese Hollis. Japanese Hollis, that's what it's called. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. From the Kawasaki company. So yeah, so water. And then get to picking, harvesting. My sweet potatoes bounce back after being eaten by the deer, but it's also some melons and watermelons have creeped up in the pot with it as well. But sweet potatoes are very resilient, and the vines literally had no leaves on them, and they came back. And look how beautiful they are. The sweet potato leaves, you can tell the difference between those and the melon leaves. But yeah, so sweet potatoes will bounce back. I dropped seeds for the fall as well over there where I clean my bed out. I have a video for that. I'm gonna have to upload it. Um, what is this? Oh man, boy, I literally just came out here. These bugs will not give you a break. Yeah, so I have a video on cleaning that bed out. I had summer squash and patty pan squash over there, and I've cleaned that bed out, and I dropped seeds for the fall. I have some turnips over here, little baby turnips that I need to spread around. So I also need to do that. So I'll do a video and take y'all along with me doing that. I have to figure out where I'm gonna put it. I have a few other things I need to pull out, so I'm probably gonna take those old brassicas out over there and put those turnips, the ones that are still vibrant, because the bugs are eating them. But the ones, I planted so many, so it's okay. I'll put them over there once I clean that bed out. But yeah, so the fall garden is underway already. I put some more walking onion seeds, bulbs over in there. I didn't even plant them. I just stuck them in there. I need to go over there and see if I need to stick them into the dirt a little bit. Probably not. They'll probably take. That's my little walking onion barrel. Yeah, I need to get over here where I planted these seeds and make sure they stay pretty moist. I have some purple peppers here on the corner that I need to harvest. That plant has been really prolific too, and I planted purple bell pepper before and got just a few bell peppers off of it, but this one has been consistent and constant the entire season, so I will be sure to save seeds off of this plant. Thank you, Natalie. That's my sister. I got all of my pepper seedlings from her. She had way more seedlings that she dropped seeds for and the went over before spring that she could fit into her garden. So I gladly, happily took them off of her hand because I was behind. So it worked out. But yeah, thank you for that. That's going to be a good one to save seeds from. This bed right here was Mississippi Purple Hull and Dragon Tongue. Some volunteer or food. I put, what is it? I put a bunch of food scraps in here. So some melons came up. But, no, they're happy together, in my opinion. The beans were eaten up over and over again by the deer, but some of them still managed to put on beans, so I'm just gonna leave them, let them dry up and use them as seeds for next year. But they still managed to, some of the plants still managed to survive, after being eaten up by the deer over and over again. And it's all living in there merrily and happily. There are a few melons on this side over here, and everything. So from these melon seeds that were in my food product, I didn't really know what type of melon they were because I got the food scraps from work, but I think they're cantaloupe. So yeah, that worked out. I mean, I wouldn't do it again, but it did what it did. Right here was Contender and Blue Lake. Yeah, Contender and Blue Lake. Right here in this blank space was Taylor Dwarf. They just did not survive being eaten up by the deer. They pretty much, after this, I think it was like after the second or third time that the deer ate the leaves off, they just decided to call it quits. So I went on and pulled them out. But the Blue Lake and the Contender, they've tried to stick in there, and as you can see, they still have, some of them have peas on them, some of them have flowers on them. They're determined to live, so those are good varieties. The Taylor Dwarf, as pretty as those beans were, and that's why I got them. I like the way the bean pods look. They were like white with red speckles. I did take a couple of them off. There was a plant in there that did manage to push off a couple pods, and I took those off and took them inside. But yeah, they're not as strong, I guess, or at least those plants weren't. I don't know for sure about the variety because that was my first time growing them. So I don't want to say that that's not a strong variety, and I really don't know for sure. So yeah, in this bed I had a dazzling blue kale. I had a couple more plants over on the other side. Yeah, they're still there, but right now it has a lot of pest pressure on it. I think I'll probably just hold tight on that until pest pressure dies down, and then once I cut the leaves back, then I'll spray them with something probably. But yeah, so I had that and a bunch of different types of peppers. I had some leeks over here in the corner right here. I had them too close together. I just planted them in a bunch. They didn't really do that well. So yeah, I'll probably end up taking that out. Yeah, peppers did great. Looks like something ate on this one last night. Look at that. Yep, that wasn't like that yesterday. I see a couple more stems that have been bitten off. I tell you, the deer come in here every night looking for something to eat. And they taste test everything to decide if they want to chomp it down or not. I put this is a pepper plant that I've had in a seedling, in this seedling tray right here for the longest, and I just decided to go ahead and stick it in this pot. I'm sure it's too late probably for it to do anything, but you never know. So I just went on and split it off. Those are kalettes in there. I need to take those out and plant them out somewhere. They've been in there for a while too. So yeah, this is my eggplant little patch, and they're doing great. Normally I put eggplant directly into the ground and it does amazing. But I decided to put these seedlings in here, which I also got from my sister. And pretty much all of them did really well. They've been producing all season long. Eggplant plants are some of the most beautiful plants in my opinion. Just gorgeous. You have to have patience when you're watering because these plants are sharing such a small space and they're not directly in the ground that you have to make sure you're giving enough water for every plant in that bed so that they're not starved or thirsty for water. So watering is patient, especially if you don't have drip irrigation, which I don't. But I don't mind watering with my hose. I actually get a little therapy from it. This is one of the things in the garden that I like to do. Just water. It gives me a minute gives me time to look over my garden, see what's going on in the mornings. Just spend some time with my food, my plants. Gives me that time to spend just looking. Not saying you can't do that with irrigation, you can, but I enjoy watering. If I had a larger garden, I probably would put in some irrigation. Maybe in some parts. Just because it's so time consuming. And if you have a larger garden, it just takes up, it would just be a lot to do. Look at this, look at that stem. They ate a piece of that too. They always take a bite out of a melon or a squash plant, melon plant, and they maybe take one or two leaves off and then they leave it alone. I don't think they really care for the cucumbers, melons, and squash plant leaves as much as they love. Now they love tomato, okra, beans, different types of spinach. They love those leaves, but the melon leaves, squash leaves, they don't really care for. They'll bite them, but they won't devour your plant. At least not in my experience. I need to pull this hose a little bit more. So yeah, that's another thing. Gardening is exercise too. When you get out here and you're doing all this pulling and dragging and dumping and shoveling, especially when early in the season or if you're just starting your garden, it's a lot of mixing your soil and shoveling. Well, at least that's how I did all my beds. I had to shovel the dirt into my beds, and it was a lot of work. I definitely lost a few pounds early on in the process of Sorry, y'all. In the process of creating this garden, because this garden is new for me this year. My garden, I've had a garden all over my property. Those of you who watched a couple of my videos from a few years ago, you know that I had gardens kind of in different places, but this garden here is new for me this year. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. So yeah, so in this bed here where I cleared the squash out, I have dropped seeds for mustards, collards, kale, and tatsoi. Yep. So that's what's going to be coming up right here. And over there in that little dirt patch where I took out a squash plant, there's going to be, what did I put right there? I think I put peas. Well, there's a winter squash back there. I moved one of my seedlings from somewhere else and put it over here. And then I think I put peas in that little middle patch. Like sweet peas. Green peas. Yeah, snap peas. Not snap peas. Green peas. So many different kinds of peas. Yeah. Sugar peas. Sugar snaps. That's what it's called. Sugar snaps. So yeah, that's what's going to be over there. And I think I put a few right here in the middle too. In the middle, in that little edge or corner. I love this bed. So pretty and long. It's a little corner bed. This was built for me by my husband. If I had to buy it or have someone build it, and this is actually old deck wood that he picked up on a job that he did. The old deck that he removed, well, he just did like a junk removal for someone, and it was a ton of this deck wood that he removed, and we just kept it. It was sitting in the yard for a while, for a few years, a couple of years, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I'm walking in. Alright, beans. Okay, let me get out of this corner. Alright. So right here, there's a couple more winter squash plants. That's a cucumber. I'm going to pull that out. I still haven't pulled that out. I said I'm going to pull that out in another video. I still haven't done it. Over here is some cherry tomatoes and grape tomatoes and some okra that have managed to escape. Oh my God, they got one of them. There were two of them over there that had managed to escape the deer, and I see they got one last night. Wow, the leaves are completely gone. Well, there's that. So there's one left. Might make it, might not. Damn. Oh, they actually put a melon on in there. Interesting. I have a couple of okra plants in here too. And then I have a couple by my house that I've been picking okra off of. The deer won't come close to the house, so I just put those in the ground over there. And I've had no problem with those all season. But these out here, I had a bunch of them here. They ate all of them. As you can see, that's the last one standing. It actually has an okra on it. I couldn't believe it. But there was a little patch of okra here. They ate it all up, and I just pulled it out. But yeah, that's hill country okra down here, and I believe that's either hill country or red okra. I can't remember um, what seeds I put where. Looks the same, but hill country and red okra look similar. I think the hill country is just a little shorter, and the stalk is not as red, but I'm not sure which one is which. Oh, look at the geese, y'all, over there in my yard. I didn't even notice them. I've been out here all this time and didn't even notice them over there. Let me see if I can zoom y'all in to see this. Wow, I didn't even notice them there. Just having a good time eating all that high grass that's over there. The lawnmower went out, so we haven't been able to cut the entire yard. So there's a lot of high grass. They were at the front of my yard yesterday, up there at the top of my driveway, eating the high grass up there. I guess they're taking them a little rest or break and having them a snack. Okay. Let me go back down. There we go. They're so quiet. I had no idea they were there. These were beans here as well. I think these were supposed to be some kind of white bean or navy bean. But yeah, the deer killed them, so they really haven't done much. I need to go over there and check on my grapes, see if I have any left. If I have any. I bought a net to put over it, but I was using a net to try to cover my okra earlier, and it didn't quite work. Yep, I ate the stems on the peppers. Yep, they will eat pepper stems too. They're watching me close. There's no high grass over there. I wonder where they're going. There are a lot of peppers on these plants that I need to take off. I got quite a few yesterday. Got a few more on there I need to get. There's 4 or 5 different kinds of peppers in this bed right here. I don't know why I'm ordering these brassicas and I'm gonna take them out. Just out of habit. I'm a little water anyway. I don't think I need to put something here. I took the winter squash that I had here out and moved it over there where I showed y'all. But I need to put something else right here. These are some turnips that I had in buckets. I had them back there on the back part of my bench back there, my plant bench, so they weren't getting enough sun, and I've moved them out since. Hopefully they'll bounce back. These are turnips as well. I had a couple of them in this bed that I already harvested. They got nice and big and pretty. So I love turnips. That's why I planted all these here. That's why I dropped all these seedlings. I'm gonna get those out. Look at that caterpillar. I need to get him. These caterpillars, boy. Oh, no, sir. Ooh, something already got him. He dead. He just fell apart when I mean, literally just fell apart when I touched him. Ew. That's nasty. I'll rinse my hand off now. If I can. Ugh, that was disgusting. So yeah. Then walking on out. That's my weed tea bucket right there, full of weed tea. Matter of fact, I have a few things I need to go ahead and fertilize today as well. I'm off work today. I'm so happy. All right, y'all, where y'all going? Bye. I have a bunch of basil back there. Some of it is dying. I need to go back there and harvest some too. I don't even know what that is. I planted that, but I can't remember what those tall leaves are. I don't know. I still haven't figured that out. But they pretty. I think it's some kind of spinach. I thought they were sunflowers, but I don't know. I thought I dropped seeds. I could have sworn I dropped seeds. I did Mexican sunflowers one year, and oh, it bushes out. It's like a big bush, and the orange flowers are beautiful. And I could have sworn I dropped seeds for Mexican sunflowers, but I don't know if they just didn't germinate this time, if the seeds are too old, or if I don't know. I know that's not it. That is not Mexican sunflowers right there. That's not it. I don't know what that is. I think that's some kind of spinach that I planted and I just don't remember. But I have a collard over there too. It took on a lot of pest pressure, but it bounced back. It looks pretty now. These are tree collards over here in this bucket here. Let me hurry up. This video getting long. Alright, y'all, I didn't get a chance to harvest in this video, but I wanted to say thank you for watching and watering with me, and I will see you all back the next time. I'll do a second video for the harvesting. Thank you. Until next time.